Hi guys, welcome back to Fortnite.
我稍微用了一下这个绿幕，你们满意吗？我是中国人。
Oh look, I did that thing where I said I was gonna come back and then I didn't. Now, I know I haven't been uploading, but I promise I have not been just rotting away doing nothing all day. I have been getting jacked, hitting the weights, baby. Right around my birthday, I kind of realized that I'm just getting like super old, and not old in the sense of like, oh man, I gotta get my own phone plan old, like old in the sense that if I don't have kids in the next 5 years, I'm a genetic dead end. I was fat and miserable. I still am fat and miserable, but slightly less. And not only have I lost about 30 pounds, but your boy's putting on a little bit of muscle. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that. It almost looks like I don't have cerebral palsy. Now, of course, no fitness journey is complete without a healthy amount of research and time spent online. And that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been spending a lot of time watching various fitness influencers and fitness-related content. Most of them don't really catch my eye. Maybe they give some good advice, maybe they give some bad advice, or maybe I just completely forget about the advice they gave. But one creator has managed to stand out from all the rest for all the wrong reasons. And his name is Ben's Gym Videos, and he has about 76,000 followers on Instagram as of recording this video. This guy is fucking insane. I stumbled across this guy's page a few months ago when his platform was like exponentially smaller, and I've just been keeping tabs on him this whole time. Ben used to be a runner when he was younger, and he was very in shape. You know, he wasn't super bulky by any means, but he was very lean and had a lot of muscle definition. But now he's grown up and his priorities have changed, and he wants to get as big and muscular as possible. If that's all Ben wanted, I don't think I would even pay attention to him, but I just gotta show you this guy myself. I'm not sure what the first video I saw of him, but it was probably something like this. Now, if you watched that video and thought, wow, I'm surprised he didn't dislocate both of his shoulders, both of his elbows, and snap his spine in half, then to that I'd say, knock on wood, it's only a matter of time. He has tons of videos like this where he just carelessly throws around all these heavy weights with terrible form, and it genuinely freaks me out because he could severely hurt himself doing some of this stuff. Most of the time in these videos, he's basically just ego lifting, and he's clearly put on way more plates than he can handle, and most of the time he does not even have a spotter, so basically he's gonna die eventually. And if he doesn't die doing this, he's just going to cause himself irreconcilable injury in which he can never recover from. But the most confusing part about this is that once in a blue moon, he will post a video of himself doing full reps with a reasonable amount of weight and perfect form. It's just mind-boggling to me. He has refused to change, by the way. These videos that I'm showing you are from January and February, and he still does this. But of course, everyone knows that proper training isn't enough to get gains. You need to have a proper diet as well. Typically, if you want to build muscle, you need a high-protein diet. Whether you want to eat a bunch of carbs and fat, or no carbs and fat, or some carbs and fat, that's your preference. But you shouldn't be eating a high excess of calories, and you should be eating plenty of high protein foods. This is a very simple concept, yet it has been completely lost on Sweet Benjamin here. He will frequently indulge himself in fast food, processed frozen foods, and extremely sugary and or salty food and drinks. Ben's diet is one of the worst I have ever seen from a fitness influencer. He seems to have been like mind captured by that whole Sam Sulek agenda thing, which is basically that any calories are good calories and you can basically eat whatever you want, which yes, is true in a sense. If you eat like 1,000 calories under your maintenance but eat nothing but McDonald's, you still are going to lose fat. It's basic thermodynamics, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that you can't eat these things when losing weight or building muscle, but the problem is that it's all he eats. Ben seems to think that calories make you bigger, and bigger equals stronger, therefore calories makes you stronger, regardless of what calories you're consuming.
Alright guys, this is what I got at Fry's. High calorie ice cream for dessert. This might last me a few days or a whole week, I don't know. You know, some noodles, 2 burritos, $13.34. So, I mean, I was like, should I buy chicken breast? That's like 10, 13 bucks, a whole pack. That'll last me like a day or two. It's low calorie. Each chicken breast is what, like 120 calories, 150 calories? Or this,
For example, in this video right here, he's eating these frozen burritos. Post-workout nutrition, high calorie, 36 grams of protein. So these are El Monterey beef and bean burritos, and they have 9 grams of protein per burrito. So yeah, 4 of them would be 36 grams of protein, but it's also 1,240 calories for 36 grams of protein. Those macros fucking suck. You can eat 6 eggs and get more protein for a third of the calories. Not to mention each burrito has 330 milligrams of sodium, which means that 4 burritos would have 1,300 milligrams. The American Health Administration recommends 1,500 milligrams a day. For anyone who doesn't know, if you eat too much sodium over a long period of time, you will die. You will have a heart attack, you will have a stroke, and your blood pressure will be through the roof. Not only does Ben risk his life every single time he steps into a gym, he also risks his life every single time he sits down for a delicious meal. His diet is actually extremely similar to his workouts because he will post like 10 videos in a row of him eating the most unhealthy meals ever, and then out of nowhere, he'll post a video of himself eating ground turkey and rice. I just don't understand him at all. There are a few staples of the diet that have become synonymous with Ben. The first one that comes to mind is he frequently goes to a restaurant that's called Cali Tacos. He goes there at least once a week and orders multiple different tacos to eat in one sitting. But the most iconic Ben meal is orange soda, Takis, and 4 hot dogs. He is a psychopath. This meal is so common for Ben that it is frequently referenced in his comment section on completely unrelated posts. For example, he'll post a video about him doing a workout, and then a handful of people will be like, "Good job, Ben, time to crush some Takis and hot dogs," with hot dogs almost always being referred to as shaboing boings. Or they'll suggest that he isn't eating enough calories and tell him to go to Popeyes or get some double cheeseburgers. He has even directly acknowledged the Taki meme multiple times. Like, that's just how frequently he eats them and how frequently people bring them up. This is another really important thing about Ben. I am not the only person who has been paying attention to him. The community that Ben has cultivated is essentially this irony-poisoned group of people who either shit on him for his exercise and diet, people who are genuinely trying to give him good advice, or people that are sarcastically deifying him and pretending to be huge fans of his work. Now, to be fair, I am a huge fan of Ben, but I'm not a fan of him for his high-quality workouts and eating videos, because he doesn't make those. And if he did, I probably wouldn't follow him. That being said, I do believe that everyone who follows him does actually like him and wants him to succeed. It's very unique. I don't think I've ever seen anyone on the internet that has this type of community. Like, when he posts decent lifting videos, people will actually praise him for doing a good job. Like, these aren't haters, they aren't trolls. These are just random, well-intentioned people that find his antics hilarious. There's also other inside jokes, like where everyone in this comment section just calls him a grown-aw man all the time. Like, he'll do anything and they'll just call him a grown-aw man. Grown-aw man eating some tacos. Grown-aw man drinking orange juice out of a cup and straw. I don't think he can do anything without getting a comment like this. There's another dude who like writes poems for Ben under every single post. It's crazy. But yeah, there's like a bunch of people who are actively following his fitness journey. He is just like such an interesting person, and for a while I was convinced that he was like trolling, because he is clearly strong and he goes to the gym like every single day. And his page was relatively new when I first found him. His first post was from like April of 2024. So I figured that he was just like a normal gym bro on a bulk and was like making rage bait content to build his platform. But I've been waiting for him to start his cut for the last 4 months and it has not happened. And I don't expect it to. It also doesn't make sense because he was like risking injury to make these videos and shoveling heaps of processed foods into his mouth every single day. I mean, he's basically just like a total psychopath. Don't get me wrong, he seems like a totally sweet and good-hearted guy, but he is categorically fucking insane. One of my favorite things he does is like take these videos of him sitting on a bench or walking down the sidewalk, and he clearly like set his camera up in a certain area, pressed record, walked away from the camera, and then casually began walking down the street as if the camera isn't even there. He'll also post videos of him like getting into bed and going to sleep, which is just like ridiculous. Oh, and he rides around in this like little scooter. He like goes to the gym in his scooter. It's so cute. It's genuinely endearing. Another really funny thing about Ben is that Instagram has this feature where like if you're following somebody, it shows you their profile picture when they like a reel, like in the bottom left-hand corner. And every once in a while, I'd be scrolling through seeing what my, the people I followed liked, and then I would find Ben and he would just like this like curvaceous woman with like a big, large ass, like twerking or doing squats or something. He actually responded to this at one point. People were like commenting in his comment section, and he made this post, and he was like, guys, stop worrying about what I'm liking on Instagram. Ben, I am not worried about it, okay? Not yet, at least. Maybe if you start liking some more conspiratorial type of stuff, then maybe I might be a little concerned. That said, I have noticed in the past few weeks that Ben has become a little bit more unhinged. Like, I've noticed lately, he's just posting anything he can, getting a haircut, riding the bus, taking out the garbage, using mouthwash. Like, why the f did you post this? A week ago, he posted this selfie, like celebrating summer, and look at him. He's so adorable. $1 million smile right there. I couldn't agree more. He also just posts screenshots of songs he's listening to on YouTube, but he doesn't like put the music in the post. It's just a silent image of a screenshot of a YouTube video of a song. It's amazing. Something else I've noticed lately is that Ben is like starting to clap back at some of the haters in his comment section. And he even clapped back at me. That's right, I upset Ben, and I'm not proud of it, okay? So basically, if you scroll through Ben's account, like, you'll find a handful of posts where I have commented under them. Usually, I'll sarcastically point out how crucial high amounts of sodium are for an effective bulk, but that never really got his attention. No. Ben knew that my support of his high sodium diet was earnest, honest, and true. But then, one day, Ben did what he always does. He went to Cali Tacos, and I saw him blow on his taco before taking a bite, and I couldn't help myself. Grown man blowing on his taco before taking a bite. A measly 39 likes. It's shameful. And Ben comes out of nowhere and ratios the fuck out of me. I almost thought you were a girl. Oh, he just owned me. He just completely, totally owned me. What was I supposed to do, okay? I had to fight back, all right? I was like a kitten in a tiger exhibit. My back was against the wall, and the alpha tiger was ready to pounce. I had to stand up for myself. And so I asked him, does that mean you were about to check my page for big booty squat videos? Now, I know that sounds cruel, but in my defense, that's probably exactly how he found out I wasn't a girl. He thought I was a girl, wanted to see how fat my ass was, and then when he realized I was a man, he got mad at me. Total side note, by the way, completely unrelated to the video, but one of the most frequent insults I receive is that I look like a woman. But ironically, that's probably one of the nicest things you could ever say to me. If you are a straight man and you like women and you say I look like a woman, that means that in your eyes, I am one of the most fuckable men available. If there is a death laser pointed at the earth and the only way to save civilization is to shoot some man mustard inside of some dude's meat cavern, I'll be in the front of the line. And that makes me a high value male. Definitively. I don't know. I just feel like the insult is a bit like homoerotic in nature. Speaking of homoerotic, actually, I posted another comment on Ben's Instagram like a day later, once again questioning the low amount of sodium in Ben's diet. And then somebody responded to me and asked, do you have a sister by chance? What the f does that mean? Are you saying that you find me attractive and want to meet a female version of me so you can fuck me? If that's what you mean, well, thank you. Anyways, back to the subject of the video. After Ben insulted me, he posted a new video on his Instagram. I think it's deleted now, which sucks because it was hilarious and me describing it won't be nearly as funny. But basically, he is like in the grocery store in the middle of like the aisles, and he's just like ranting and complaining about people who hate on him in his comment section. And he points out that whenever he confronts the people that are hating on him in the comments, they like switch up and they stop hating on him and start calling him king and stuff. But then, I'm not even kidding, by the way, Ben says, well, if you guys really like me, send me money on Cash App. Link in bio. I swear to God this happened. I wish he didn't delete this video. It was so funny. And I even have some screenshots here to prove that this was a real thing. It got deleted. He did say all of those things. Now, obviously, he isn't talking about me in this video because I continued to banter with him when he responded to me. But I think it's funny because Ben assumes that they're switching up when in reality, they're doing exactly what I said they do earlier in the video. They like Ben and are bantering with him, but when he gets upset, they try to be nice to him because they don't actually hate him. They just think he's funny. But I don't think Ben realizes that. I think Ben genuinely thinks that like his workout videos are good and his diet videos are good, and there's people that follow him because they are like benefiting from his content, when in reality, the main benefit of his content is just that it's like really funny. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I genuinely enjoy Ben's content. I am not a hater. I wanted to share him with all of you because I have no one to talk about him with. I want all of you guys to go to Ben's Instagram right now. I want you to go follow him and I want you to say something nice. And tell him how much you love him. Ben, I love you. I want to touch you in your most private areas. Ben, if you're watching this video, I want you to know that your diet is not sustainable and your methods of exercise are extremely dangerous. I don't want you to die or to get hurt. Please try to take the commenters' advice in good faith and not ignore it. Also, know that while there are some people in your comment section who are probably genuinely trolling you, most of the people in there like your content and enjoy what you post. Try not to take it too seriously. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to try to upload more, okay? I have a lot more free time now, so expect more videos soon. But if I don't upload any videos, don't get mad at me. Don't unsubscribe, please. But until next time, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe for epic sex. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.